Welcome to the Online Graduate Research Forum for Spring 2020. My name is Luis Benavides, your presenter. I am a graduate student in the Master of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies program in the Department of Organization, Workforce, and Leadership Studies. The title of my practicum is a law enforcement agency in the 21st century. The purpose of my practicum was to understand how a law enforcement agency operates and understand their hierarchical or organizational structure. Based on this, I did my practicum at the Hays County Sheriff's Office located in San Marcos, Texas. One of my objectives was to expand my cross-cultural global awareness. This objective involved analyzing how a law enforcement agency can improve public trust within the context of diverse communities. Here, my activities included creating a spreadsheet of the number of officer-citizen interactions and creating a list of TCOL trainings for which a law enforcement agency can offer to police officers. For reference, TCOL stands for Texas Commission on Law Enforcement. Another activity for this objective included analyzing the agency's policy manual to identify any community policing practices. My second objective was intellectual development, where I described what disciplines are involved in a law enforcement agency. My activities for this objective included creating a diagram of the agency's hierarchical structure, identifying disciplines by creating a list of skills, knowledge, and abilities, also known as competencies, organized by the different divisions within the agency, and creating a web-like model showing the correlations between competencies and disciplines. My third objective was career exploration. During my practicum, my activities included analyzing different job postings and creating lists of duties and responsibilities, discussing the possibilities and challenges of each division with employees, and utilizing the hierarchical structure diagram and the duties and responsibilities list to identify divisions I would like to pursue in the future. These objectives contributed to my career goals by gaining first-hand knowledge and experience from a law enforcement agency. I want to share with you 3 short stories about my experiences during the practicum. I've decided to pick a story from each objective. My first story pertains to my cross-cultural global awareness objective. Communication and professionalism are key. During my practicum, I participated in 3 ride-alongs with sheriff deputies. From my observations and conversations with the sheriff deputies, I discovered communication and professionalism are important factors for improving public trust. Interestingly enough, all 3 sheriff deputies were Caucasian, and 73% of all their citizen interactions were with minority citizens. These contexts were perfect for observing how law enforcement agencies can improve trust in diverse communities during a time when racial tensions exist between law enforcement and minority groups. It's a disciplinary cocktail. Part of my intellectual development objective was describing different disciplines that are involved in a law enforcement agency. This knowledge contributes to the understanding of the different roles a law enforcement agency has. What I discovered was that the Hays County Sheriff's Office has a massive blend of disciplines. Criminal justice, political science, psychology, sociology, social work, anthropology, and biology are only a few disciplines identified within the Sheriff's Office. Divisions have been chosen. During my practicum, I moved around different divisions within the agency. For example, one day I was with dispatch, another day I was with criminal investigations, and another day I was in the jail. These are only 3 of the divisions I was part of, but there were several more. Going around from one division to another gave me the opportunity to explore and learn about each division within the Sheriff's Office. After completing my practicum, I had a few days to contemplate which divisions I would like to pursue in the future. I concluded by choosing the patrol, criminal investigation, and the community outreach divisions as potential career paths. There are still other aspects of my practicum I believe will interest you. Please keep watching. During my practicum, I engaged in my intellectual development to augment my practicum experience. McDonald 2003 wrote an article titled The Emerging Paradigm for Policing Multi-Ethnic Societies, Glimpses from an American Experience. This article greatly contributed to my intellectual growth. It's not only about enforcing the law anymore. Although this article is a little outdated, McDonald does a well job explaining how policing has evolved into the 21st century. Today, law enforcement has a different philosophy for maintaining public safety. This philosophy is called community policing, which focuses on the collaboration between community members and law enforcement for the overall goal of maintaining public safety and reducing crime rates. To do so, law enforcement personnel must establish trust with community members. According to McDonald, there is one factor for improving trust: racial and ethnic equality. Racial and ethnic equality are key for improving trust. According to McDonald, the United States is becoming more diverse each year. For law enforcement, diversity has created a barrier between police officers and community members. This prevents both parties from working together to accomplish the overall goal of maintaining public safety and reducing crime rates. Thus, McDonald suggests shifting policing strategies to maintain equality. I quote, "The new paradigm is about integration, not segregation. Equal protection, not domination. Mutual respect, not deference." End quote. Overall, McDonald does a great job at painting the picture of police work in the 21st century. He provides strategies to improve trust and explains each one thoroughly. This article helped me to further understand police work in our current policing era. Today, policing no longer involves just fighting crime and catching bad guys. It involves building relationships with communities and using these communities as resources to maintain public safety. Part of this process is maintaining equality. From my experience with the Hays County Sheriff's Office, I'm able to confirm this new philosophy exists. However, I believe improvements can be made. I want to share with you what I learned during the practicum about myself within the context of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The personal qualities are present. The best feedback I received from employees was that I have the personal qualities for the job. I had several employees tell me I had the proper attitudes, ethics, and communication skills for working in law enforcement. The employees who gave me this positive feedback helped me build my confidence on my competencies. Knowing you may have the personal qualities is one thing, but having someone else tell you, especially someone from the same career field, is very rewarding. A weakness from this practicum was that it was a hands-off experience, meaning I was only able to shadow employees. The hands-off approach limited my learning experience on how to conduct everyday duties. Having hands-on experience could have helped me learn more about myself and my true competencies. Professional and personal improvements. Interning with the Sheriff's Office made me realize that this career field has a lot of opportunities for improvement. Not only can you improve professionally, but you can also improve on a personal level. Many employees told me that working in the Sheriff's Office has not only made them better employees, but also better spouses, parents, and friends. The stress can be overwhelming. A threat to working in law enforcement is stress. You work long-hour shifts and the duties can be physically and mentally challenging. In addition, you witness many gruesome scenes which can have a negative impact on your health. If I want to pursue a career in this field, I need to find better ways of coping with stress, because the stress acquired from this career field can be quite different than the stress we normally experience. Based on these insights, the main takeaway I learned about myself from the practicum is to keep improving, keep learning, and keep becoming a better person. Some people think learning stops upon graduation, but this practicum made me realize that the sky is the limit. You can keep learning and improving forever. After graduation, my goal is to pursue a career in law enforcement. This is the center of my bullseye. As mentioned previously, the purpose of this practicum was to learn about how a law enforcement agency operates and understand their hierarchical or organizational structure. The reason being, I wanted to prepare myself and learn more about a law enforcement agency before entering the workforce. In light of the experience gained from my practicum, I feel confident that my education and practicum experience will contribute to my competencies in the workplace, not just in the context of law enforcement, but in any career related to social services. As I observe employees from the Sheriff's Office working with many stakeholders, I realize that the same knowledge and experience can be applied to any context relating to social services. Therefore, I've set my second career option in social services. I will I will still be pleased if I miss the center of the bullseye and land on the outer circle. Overall, I feel dedicated to joining an organization where I will have the privilege of helping others in need. On the YouTube page below, please indicate your unanimous preference for this practicum by clicking on one of these two icons. Also, please post your comments or questions in the YouTube comment section below. I will respond to your inquiries posted between March 30th and April 12th through this website. Thank you for watching my video presentation here on the YouTube Owls channel.